What's up, guys? Persian Predicts, and today I'm going to be predicting the fourth round of the Carabao Cup, or the English League Cup. If you don't know how this cup works, basically, in England, of course, it's very similar to how it works in France as well, with the Coupe de la Ligue, but basically all the teams in the top four divisions, or in the EFL, the English Football League, the top four divisions, so it has to be league football, teams compete, and basically, it's like the FA Cup, but in the FA Cup you can have, like, non-league teams as well. That's how it works. So we're at the round of 16 stage, and there are some decent games. There are some really small games that none of you will be interested, but I'm interested in them because it's like these little teams. See, one of the ties, I'll just say outright now, there are two small ties. Crawley play Colchester. You know, bloody Oxford play Sunderland. But if obviously two of them four will go through, and if they play each other, then one of them will be in the semi-final. You know, so it's interesting. I'm going to predict this now. Just to go through the ties, so you know what you're dealing with here. We have Burton Albion v Leicester, Crawley Town v Colchester, Everton v Watford, Manchester City v Southampton, and Oxford United v Sunderland. Now, them three games are today, which is Tuesday the 29th of October 2019. And then tomorrow we have Aston Villa at home to Wolves, Birmingham derby. Chelsea v Man United, just a big game. And Liverpool v Arsenal, which is, again, just a big game. So the good games are really tomorrow, like I'd say. But we still have Everton v Watford in there, which is a very interesting game. So it's going to start off with Burton Albion v Leicester. This isn't as easy as it seems. In the most recent exit that Leicester have had in a cup competition was in the FA Cup, where I believe, off the top of my head, it was on TV. They lost 2-1 away at Newport. Newport County actually went to the round of 16 and had a really good run. They lost to Newport. That was with who else, bear in mind, but Burton actually made it to the semi-final of the League Cup last year, and they lost 10-0 on aggregate to Manchester City, 9-0 away. They only lost 1-0 at home and could have got a draw. So I think Leicester are going to win 5-0. 5-0. They scored 9 at Southampton, so it's not undoable. It's not doable, but you get what I mean. So Burton v Leicester is going to be 5-0 Leicester, but Burton could actually get a result, trust me. Crawley Town v Colchester. I'm going to go for... Don't know much about these teams. I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for Colchester. I don't know much about the two teams. I think they're both in League 2. Yeah, they're both in League 2, aren't they? Yeah, both in League 2. Colchester beat Tottenham. I'll give them the edge away from home. I think they'll continue their really good run. Everton v Watford. This is the proper big game, I'd say, today out of the 5. Everton at home to Watford today. Both teams have been poor this season. I'm going to go for Everton to beat Watford. I think it's going to be on penalties. I think it'll end 1-1. It could even end 0-0, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I think Everton are going to go through, and I think they'll go through on penalties because I think it'll be a rubbish game, even though it's like two decent teams. Well, we say decent. If this was an FA Cup tie last year, you'd be like, oh yeah, you know, that's all right. It's still a two decent Premier League opposition, I'd say. Manchester City at home to Southampton. Sorry about that. Man City at home to Southampton. I mean, you guys are probably looking at this and being like, Southampton losing 9-0 at home to Leicester. What's the score going to be here? And the simple answer is it's not going to be as much as Leicester because Southampton had a red card and Leicester on ridiculous form. And this season have probably been better than City and went to Liverpool and nearly got a point. But, however, I think this is going to be too much for Southampton. Too much. And I think it's going to be... I think they're going to put a shift in. I have a little feeling that the players who are going to come in, Ralph Hasenhüttl, I believe, from Ralph Hasenhüttl, obviously, I believe they'll put a shift in. I think they'll get smashed 5-0. I think they'll get smashed 5-0 at the Etihad. And obviously they have to play him in the Premier League again on, I think, Saturday, is it? So they have to play him twice in like 5 days, which is kind of peak. 5 days, I think. But, yeah, I think 5-0 City, but I do believe the away support will be proud of the performance. And I think they'll put a shift in Southampton. I have a little feeling. Oxford United v Sunderland. This is the last one for today, but I think they're all at the same time anyway. Sorry for my numbers there. I'm going to go for Oxford United. They actually beat West Ham 4-0 at home, and West Ham didn't put the most like the worst team in the world out. They actually played some really big players for their squad, and at the time, West Ham were on ridiculous form. Now, since that Oxford result, where they lost 4-0 away, it's been a bit bad for West Ham. But West Ham are West Ham. They just win ridiculously hard games and lose. Last season, they beat Tottenham. Last season they were the first team, right? In general, they were the first team to beat Tottenham at their new stadium, in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They beat them 1-0 and hindered their chances of top 4. They got it anyway. And then before that, they lost 2-0 away at Cardiff, and it could have been more. So, this is West Ham. They lose 2-0 to Cardiff and then beat Tottenham 1-0 away. That's West Ham for you. As for this, Oxford v Sunderland have not been on great form, I don't believe, in League One. They want to get back on. They need to get back in the Championship next season. Like last season, okay, playoff final. I saw that game. It was a travesty against Charlton the Flake. 1-0 up, bad mistake from Charlton. Charlton equalised in the last minute. A goal from Charlton. It was really bad for Sunderland. They're not in great form, I don't believe. Oxford United, I think, will win this game, and I think they'll... Yeah, I'm not going to predict the score. It's the Carabao Cup, but... Oxford v Sunderland. Oxford victory. Very, very close. Now we're going to go for Aston Villa v Wolves. This is tomorrow. We're going into tomorrow's games now. I believe Aston Villa will... I think Aston Villa will win because I think Wolves... I don't know how to put this. I just think Wolves... They play too many games right now. They had to play on the Sunday, and now they play again, and then they have to play Premier League, and then next week, I think it's next week they'll have to play where Arsenal United play on Thursday nights. This is Wolves now. They have to fix up, and they obviously drew away at Newcastle, which probably isn't the best result in the world, but it's not the worst. I think Wolves will lose, and Aston Villa will win. Chelsea v Man United. I will predict the score for this one. Chelsea v Man United. I'm gonna go for a Chelsea victory. A Chelsea victory. Man United, obviously, on the opening day of the Premier League match day. Obviously, the opening match day of the Premier League this season, they beat Chelsea 4-0. It was not a 4-0 game at all. Chelsea even could have got something, but Chelsea didn't take their chances. They hit the post twice in the first half, had a few chances in the second half. United probably deserved the win, but not 4-0. 4-0 is just... they actually obviously caught them out when Chelsea went 2-0 down, went 3-0 straight away, and then the fourth goal was unlucky. It was a deflection, but still not good defending. But Chelsea have improved. They went away to Ajax and won. They've just gone away to Burnley and won 4-2. They're winning games convincingly. I have nothing bad to say about Chelsea right now. I think they'll beat Manchester United, and I think it's going to be a 2-0 to Chelsea in this game. Liverpool v Arsenal. This is the final game I'm going to be predicting. And as for Liverpool v Arsenal, I think Liverpool make a lot of changes. Mohamed Salah's not going to play. Van Dijk's not going to play. Matip's probably not going to play. I think Matip and Van Dijk have slight precautions, I think. A lot of players are not going to play. I think Jurgen Klopp... I'm pretty sure all Liverpool fans were kind of celebrating if they were going to get kicked out. They ended up not getting kicked out after they beat MK Don 3-0 with a alleged kind of illegible player, I guess you could say. Maybe they're going to put later on like a fine. It looks like it's going to be fine because it wasn't a legible player, but they'll probably just put a fine on it. It was never looking like MK Dons would have gone through, or Liverpool just would have had to forfeit this tie, and Arsenal would have gone through straight away. I don't think that would have happened. So Liverpool will win this game, even though they're going to play a lot of kind of youth players. I think Ryan Brewster will play. I think Herver will play. I think Gomez and Lovren. Lovren's not youth, but I think Origi will play. I think Adrian will come back into the stream straight away after Adrian's had like a 2-game spell, I think. A 2 or 3 game spell. Sorry, I need to toilet. I need to finish this quick. So I'm going to go for Liverpool to win 3-0 at Anfield against Arsenal, because Arsenal are on dreadful form and Liverpool are on amazing form and are getting results for fun. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe and all that. And I will see you later. Thank you. Bye.